Hi there. In today's training video, I wanted to take time to show you how to set up your DotFit profile to make sure that you're all squared away and you're ready to get started and get rocking and rolling. So let's get started. So when you typically log in to DotFit, you're going to put in your username and your password. It's going to take you to your account. From there, you're going to select summary, and then it's going to prompt you to this screen, which is going to start off basically determining what your goal is and how do you want to get there best. So as you can see, there is 4 different boxes that you can select from. You have the lose weight option, right, or lose body fat, right? Those two go hand in hand. The next box is going to be build lean muscle, right? You have improved health, and this has no change in weight. It's just overall health. And then you have more of the athletic approach, and you can choose to lose weight or body fat or gain muscle or no change in weight, but this is going to have more of an athletic approach to your program. So if there's a sport that you play or maybe a 5K or triathlon that you want to run, this may be the option that you're looking for. So for most people, when they get started, it's going to be typically lose weight and body fat. So I'm going to use that in today's example. So I'll go ahead and click on the box, take me to the next page, and this is only going to take about 7 minutes, really short questionnaire. So I'll click begin now. From here, I'm going to fill out all my basic information from my birth date to my gender to right or left handed, smoker, non smoker, bedtime, wake time, so on and so forth, right? Most importantly, you're going to put in your weight. If you happen to know your body fat, just make sure you have the box over here to the right clicked and then input your body fat just to have another number that we can track as we're moving forward with your goals, right? Also, if you live in North Carolina or Ohio, make sure to click the yes button here just because the laws in those 2 states when it comes to fitness coaching just tend to change a little bit from the other states. So just make sure you select yes on that if you happen to live in North Carolina or Ohio, right? Once you fill out all this information, you'll click the next button. From here, this is where we're going to get into the medical history. So if you suffer from any of these conditions, from high blood pressure, cancer, arthritis, depression, food allergies, even down to breastfeeding, right? Or if you're pregnant and trying to conceive, this is going to have a massive impact in what this software is going to recommend for you nutritionally and exercise wise. So make sure you go through this thoroughly and click yes on any of these options that if they apply to you, right? Once you're done with this, you'll click the next button. From here, this is going to be the PAR-Q. This is where it gets a little more in depth in terms of your medical history. So if you clicked yes on any of the buttons before, make sure you take time to go through this. This is what's going to ask you anywhere from, do you feel chest pain brought on by physical activity? Do you have any bone or joint issues? Have you consulted a physician? If you suffer from anything from high blood pressure to cancer to gastrointestinal disease, anything like that. So just make sure you take time to go through this and select yes or no on the appropriate boxes. Once you've completed this, we'll hit the next button. Now we're getting into the program creation portion. This is going to be one of the most important aspects of setting up your profile to make sure that your program is as accurate as possible. So the first thing you're going to select is the category that best fits me. I am a beginner, or exercise for recreational only is an option. I've been exercising or playing a sport for 6 months or longer, or I'm a serious exerciser or competitive athlete. So pick the box that most pertains to you and where you're at. For most people, it's going to be I'm a beginner or exercise for recreational only. So I'm going to select that for today's example. Next is, if your goal is to improve athletic performance, please choose a sport that you want to. So look through this. If there's any sports that you're trying to increase in, go ahead, select the box, and the program's going to customize even more aspects from nutrition to exercise based on what's going to help you improve in that specific sport or training event, right? So I'm going to hit no sport for today. How long have you been resistance training, right? Less than 6 months, 6 months to a year, or more than a year? Okay. Now, this is what pertains to currently. So you might have exercised, let's say 10 years ago. So exercise isn't a new concept or a new thing, but it's been a long time, right? So assess where you're at right now, not what you've done in the past, to make the program as accurate as possible. So for today, I'm going to click less than 6 months because I'm just getting started. The next one is selecting your current activity level. This is where you want to go one step lower than where you think you're actually at. And the reason that is it's going to make sure that your calories are going to set you up so that you're more successful. So let's say that I spend most of my day sitting, but I were to select I train multiple times a day. That's going to have a massive change in how many calories I need to take in versus how many I need to burn, right? For most of us, we're either sitting down most of the day, right? Or we sit down, we work out a little bit, or it's kind of half and half. I stand up half the day and I'm sitting down half. So if that sounds like you, go one level below, and that's going to be your best bet to under promise and over deliver with this program, right? So I'll select, I spend most of my day sitting and I work out less than 4 times a week. Next, you're going to select your diet, right? So this is going to be regular lacto ovo vegetarian, which basically says you're a vegetarian, but you do drink milk and you eat eggs, or vegan, none of the above, right? So I'll pick regular for the example today. Hit next. Now, this next portion is going to be where you're going to input what your goal is, right? Obviously, this is why we're here. And this is why we got started with the program. So with this, since I selected a body fat goal, right? That's what's going to ask me to put in there. So I put that I was 25% body fat. And let's say my goal is 15%. So I'd like to lose about 10% of body fat to reach my ideal shape and fitness. Now, when you input the percentage you'd like to be, it's going to tell you roughly how many pounds that's going to be. So this is going to be 16 pounds, right? So the next thing is the timeline. How long do I want it to take to get there, right? And it's going to suggest 1 pound a week. And my personal recommendation is losing about 1 to 3 pounds a week. That's going to put you in a steady Eddie approach of working and reaching those goals, but at the same time, not overstress you during the process. So once again, under promise, over deliver, right? I would go with the 1 pound route, go with longer timeline. And if you happen to lose 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds, whatever it is in a week, then you're just going to reach your goal even faster. And it'll automatically update and track that for you. So for today, I'm going to go with 1 pound a week, 16 pounds, that's 16 weeks. So I'll select the 16, hit next, and then voila. What I can do now is I can go in to create my exercise program, which is in one of the other training videos I highly recommend that you check out before you get started. But I'm going to click on view your summary. So as you can see here, you've got how many calories you need to take in a day. You've got how many calories you're expected to burn through total, your lifestyle, and what you need to burn exercise through being active and exercise. So I hope you enjoyed the training video. I look forward to talking to you soon. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via the support ticket in the support tab in the membership site. But I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.